Hey, it's your boy Mr. Reed coming back with another reaction video, man. Today we got the old school Mr. T, if y'all don't know who it is, man. He was big in the 80s for his chain, his haircut, his stature. Uh, he played on the A-Team. He did a lot of WrestleMania. I mean, he was huge. He was huge back in them days. A lot of kids looked up to him. He even had his own cartoon. But he was on the David Letterman show, man. And Dave Letterman, if you guys know who he is, started saying a little bit of corny stuff to him. And Mr. T was one of them types that didn't take no stuff. So, you know, very interesting interview, man. I thought I wanted to share it, man. So we just gonna get right into it, baby, man. Why wait? Let's do this.
Makes his acting debut in Rocky III, and if you've seen the film, you know that he isn't an easy guy to forget. If you haven't, you'll soon see why. Please welcome Mr. T.
Mr. T, baby. Mr. T. Come on, man. Come on. Mr. T wasn't playing.
You make an impressive entrance. Before we get started, you were so frightening in that motion picture. Have you acted before, or was that just you we were watching there?
Well, the character calls to be hungry, and I've been hungry all my life, so what a problem. That's why I wear these combat boots, because it's symbolic of my struggle. I'm born in the ghetto and raised on welfare, so that's what's so.
Let's see. If you start an interview like that, or somebody get to talking, then it's like, okay, I'm gonna respect this cat. On top of look at Mr. T's stature, he don't look like he being played with. And he talking about combat boots, which is, I mean, that's the stompable attire. I don't know if y'all know what that means, but the stompable attire, combat boots. Let's keep moving.
What the character was about. Yeah. A lot of people mistake him for being mean and hateful. He don't hate, he just hungry.
He was hungry.
Aside so long. Here he's the #1 challenger, and still he don't get a shot at the title, so it makes the guy mad. Yeah. So that's where I've been lost a lot of jobs and things like that.
What kind of jobs were you like secretarial work? I'm guessing is out. That's you know.
Now hold on. See now, Mr. T just told Dave Letterman, man, that's why I wear these combat boots. And Letterman, I guess that was his job back then. He was supposed to throw out those shots. But you see, Mr. T, he didn't take that kindly. He didn't laugh at that stuff. Like, hold on, this dude's playing with me. Did I just tell him? Basically, Mr. T started the interview letting him know I'm not to be played with. And here come Letterman. So,
just a joke.
You see, yeah, I keep playing with me, Jack.
Now that's why I'm squeezing this ball. Because so I won't get too mad. I was mad last week. I was supposed to come on. I'm a very impatient guy. You know, a lot of things I could be doing. So I come here. I say, so in case he get to telling them corny jokes, I'm gonna squeeze this ball.
See the corny ass jokes, man. I got to do something.
If you see me squeeze the ball over 10 times, that means cut the jokes. I done squared about 6 times already.
You got 4 more times, man. 4 more times, Jack.
We're up to 6, so we have 6 over here.
Look, Letterman ain't shit, though. He okay. We're up to 6. I got 4 more. Matter of fact, 3.
Now, let's explain what happened last week. You were scheduled to be on the show, and we ran out of time. I know what it was. It was the elevator races.
Right, it really made me mad.
Really? Were you actually angry about that?
Oh, I'm very mad. So I'm a man, I believe in, see like the tattoo on my arm, TCB, I believe in taking care of business. I came here to do the show. Mr. T do not like to wait for nothing.
Hey, listen, man, when you understand, when people talk about themselves in the third party, they take themselves serious. When they say, Mr. T, I say, man, Mr. Reed don't play around. When they talk about themselves, they really take themselves serious. And you got to understand another thing. This was the 80s. Tattoos were not as popular as they are now. Now people got it all on their face and stuff like that. This was before tattoos were popular. So,
Well, let me just apologize for any inconvenience.
Okay.
We're glad that you didn't squeeze it again, did you?
It's okay.
It's 8 times. Got 2 more times.
We got to.
It's okay. It's okay because he's paying me for it, so it's all right.
Yeah. Thanks for the check.
I'm getting paid for it. So I need the money to help buy the mother a house and to help build a community center for the kids in Chicago, for less fortunate people in Chicago. That's what I'm about. So all the money I get on these shows, and I save the money and give to the people who really need it. A lot of people are out of work and don't have jobs, so they can use the money.
And I want to talk about your name, first of all. Is that your real name?
If Pope John Paul II was to come here, would you ask him what his real name was?
But you have to, it's an interesting name, Mr. T.
Right, well, I changed it because I wasn't given respect before. You know, people have a tendency to always constantly call a man boy. For what reason, I don't know why. So I changed my name to Mr. T, so the first one.
Hold on, man. So now this is getting interesting. Which is, hey, this is good. I'm sorry. I can't stop it.
Everybody mouth be Mr. the sign of respect.
That's real.
Do
Hey.
you have a first name?
First name is Mr. My middle name is that period. My last name is
T, motherfucker. Stick the character. Don't play with me. Oh, he took the glasses off.
Before that, this was your first acting part, and you don't really consider yourself to be an actor now, do you?
Right, I'm glad you brought that up. You know, a lot of people, they sort of get offended because I don't sign autographs. And let me explain to everybody.
Okay.
I consider myself a bodyguard. I'm a full-time bodyguard and a part-time actor. Bodyguard, and I feel my self-worth. I like protecting people. I know I can make more money in the movies, but there's something special about bodyguard, and therefore that's why I don't sign autographs. I might be somewhere protecting somebody, and somebody run up to me asking me for the autograph, they might get killed. Who's involved with that? Says the truth.
Yeah.
Hey, it was the truth. It's the truth, man. I'm not playing. This is me. This is who I am. Mr. First name, middle name, period, last name T. That's it.
Guarding.
Well,
Or your most recent client.
you know.
He said, don't play. Probably you.
Oh.
Stop playing with me.
The reason why I say that
You can't
because no, it's understood. Everybody just about in the world know who I've been protecting, but I don't like to keep throwing all them big names around because everybody I protect is important. I'll protect the welfare, mothers, children, people who couldn't even afford my salary. So I'm tired of throwing around the big name people I protect. Everybody I protect are special and famous to me because their life is something special.
Now, before you got into bodyguarding, you worked as a bouncer in some clubs in Chicago.
I'm glad you brought that up. I worked on the door. There's a difference between a bouncer and a doorman. A bouncer, the type of guy, he really gets off on physically putting his hand on people. I don't.
Yeah.
I consider myself a security specialist at the door. That's a
There you go. There you go. Mr. T, boy.
Specialist. Have you ever had to rough somebody up though? I mean, you try and reason with them first, right?
No,
What do you think?
I don't try to put a lot of emphasis on roughing people up and things like that. If I get a guy out peacefully, I've done my job. I don't like putting my hands on nobody because I don't like nobody putting their hands on me. You know, I just try to use a little tact and diplomacy. That's all.
So say somebody.
So, you know what, man? I'm gonna pause this real quick, man, and speak on this. The difference between now, the 2000s and back then. Man, the 80s, you had people like this, man. They own lane. They had their own style, their own way of talking, their own way. But man, I know as a kid, I was like, man, like, dude, like, who sent this guy? And they were mythological figures, should I say, in a human form. You know what I mean? I don't think we get that no more. But I mean, dude, this is Mr. T, man. I mean, come on, he called himself Mr. T. Look at this, man. We don't get that no more.
Causing a disturbance, and you go over there and you can't talk them into leaving. Then what do you do?
I might buy him another drink because I really try to avoid trouble. Really, I do.
Yeah.
I try to make my job easy as possible.
Yeah.
I'm not into this physical thing or this macho thing. A lot of guys, they into that. They might see me walking down the street. You don't look so tough to me because they have this thing they got to prove. I don't have nothing to prove to anybody. They can say what they want about my hairstyle, my earrings, all that. As long as they don't touch me, I'm fine.
Yeah, don't touch me.
Yeah.
They fine.
Can I ask you about since you mentioned your hairstyle and your jewelry and so forth?
Right.
See, I was saying, man, it was a different look back then. He had you had certain people that had certain different looks, and they lived that shit. This wasn't no joke. They lived that, man. Everybody walking around wearing skinny jeans and Gucci and all that other stuff, Louis Vuitton, and they all look the damn same, walking around with sticks and stuff. So
their hairstyle is not punk rock, it's not Mohegan Indians, because a lot of people relate it to the Mohegan Indians because that's all they know. There's a tribe in Africa that calls themselves the Mandinka Warriors. They wear their hair in this fashion. They wear feathered earrings, they wear diamond and gold, they wear the finest there is, and I'm proud to be a descendant of the people. And that's the reason why I wear this. And the changes in the gold is symbolic of my struggle, because my ancestors, we was brought over here, we was shackled by our wrists and our necks and ankles. But now I turn those shackles into gold, and that offends people. People ask me, say, do that gold get heavy? Nobody asks my ancestors, did the old changes get heavy on their neck? But it bothers them because they know the gold is valuable. But that's the reason why I wear the gold and the earrings and diamonds.
It's an interesting story that a man working as a bodyguard, security specialist in bars in Chicago, gets to be, actually, you pretty well steal the movie. How do you make that jump from whatever you do there and talking to people?
And for all y'all that don't know what you're talking about, Rocky, I think it's Rocky 2. It's one of the Rockies. I think it's Rocky 2. Well, Sylvester Stallone, Rocky, that was his next challenger. I think it was Clubber Lang is who Mr. T played, man. If y'all haven't seen it, check it out, man. But, he played the so-called villain, man, which he did a hell of a job. Classic movie. Well, check it out. So that's what he's talking about with the movie thing. That was one of his biggest. But anyway, you know how I like to stop and have my facts on stuff. So let's keep going.
Causing trouble to being in a major motion picture.
Just being hungry, you know what you want to do. And first of all, I'm so thankful to God that I had the opportunity. I'm successful because I believe in God, and God is in my life. That's why I'm successful. I'm not bad, I'm not tough, I'm not rough, I'm not nothing. I'm just thankful to God. That's why I'm successful. But it's being hungry. You got to be hungry. Then working with a guy like Sylvester Stallone, he's a perfectionist.
But how did you get the job? I mean, there's plenty of hungry folks here. But
yeah, well, you got to be, when you being talented. See, I knew I could act a long time ago. When I was in first grade, my teacher used to always tell me, why don't you stop acting the fool, stop acting the clown.
Be the fool, baby.
Act the fool and act the clown. I can act anything, you know what I mean? And I've been acting all my life. It's just that now people begin to pay me for it.
Yeah.
He liked that shit.
Like I said, it was that I had an opportunity, so I took advantage of it. I trained real hard. We trained for 6 months, and we filmed for 2 months.
But let me go back to because there's got to be people all across America thinking, gee, I could have played a fighter in a movie.
No.
A great deal of experience, but you brought more to it than that. You did a fine acting job. But how do you get the job? How did you go up and introduce yourself, or did Stallone know about you?
That's a good question.
No, they saw me
did you
on
audition?
Well, I first met Sylvester Stallone in 1978 when he came into the dressing room with Leon Spinks out. They lost to Ali. But they saw me on this contest games people play, America's Toughest Bouncer contest. I had just won it the second time, and I was standing there being interviewed, and the casting director at the time was turning the channel, and she stopped. She said, "Hey, this guy's different, and he can talk."
Yeah.
So he called me up, and I boxed Sylvester Stallone 2 rounds in October '80. He called me back for a screen test, and we did the screen test. He'll tell you that I was the only one of over 1,200 guys who auditioned for the part. I was the only one who auditioned about 10-page script without looking at it.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow!
And he said that impressed him.
Yeah.
Among other things that I did.
Yeah. Well, very impressive person. What are we going to do here? We're gonna pause. We'll come back. You can stick around for a few more minutes, can't you, sir?
Sure, as long as you pay me.
Pay me! Stop playing.
We have time for just a couple of quick questions. I know you mentioned that you're making your living as a bodyguard now, and but if somebody came up with another movie part, you'd certainly take that, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, it's got to be the right parts. Been too many. I don't get involved in no black exploitation movies, no dope dealing movies, no pimp roles, things like that. And I tell them if they want to.
See, man, that's the whole thing. That's what I'm talking about, man. Somebody that stand on business as far as like what they talk about. Mr. T had a cartoon. He played the A-Team. Was one of the. If y'all don't know about that, check that out. Back in the early '80s, man, the A-Team was hot. Man, he was WWE now. WrestleMania. Man, this dude was an icon. But he was a positive icon, you know what I mean? And he stood on business, just like he's standing on business now. You don't have to go the negative route to be successful, man. You know what I mean? And, in America, you can look at this man, even today, and oh man, he's a villain. He's this and that. Nah, man. That man, Mr. T, did what he did. He wasn't playing the shoot. He was tough, but at the same time, he stood on business. It wasn't on no punk stuff. So, man, good man. Check, man. It's a good interview right here, man. Good interview.
Me in other movies, give me the type of roles that you give Charleston Heston. Give me a.
Let me go, man. Give me the real movies, man.
See in the Ten Commandments. Give me a Ben-Hur.
Right.
I'm talented enough to play them type of roles.
Absolutely.
I don't get involved with just no trashy stuff.
Have you been offered some pretty good things, or are you looking at things?
Well, I'm taking my time. I'm want to have control of my destiny. They bring me a lot of things, but I'm not really, you know.
Do you have an agent, a manager, and so forth now?
Believe it or not, really I don't, because a long time ago they told me, said, Mr. T, you ain't hot enough. We don't want to take stars, so I tell them I'm too hot for them now.
And you have a book that you've written.
Right, well, I'm playing with publishers now because, again, a long time ago they said, we don't want to hear no book about you. Now everybody come, oh, you
now they all, back then they didn't want me.
Mr. T, the bodyguard. Now go ahead and detail and explaining why
check that out, y'all.
I'm the best bodyguard.
I'm going to definitely do it.
And explaining why I'm the best is because that I consider myself a kamikaze pilot when it comes to bodyguarding. They were dedicated to their country. I'm dedicated to my client. If there's a gun in the room, I will take the bullet. If there's a knife, I will I will be stabbed. So I don't fear death. That's the reason why I'm the best. In my book, I go into detail and explain all that. And also I explain that everybody needs a bodyguard, whether you can afford one or not. Because all the time a crime is committed, it has nothing to do with money. There might be people that just don't like you for whatever reason. A lot of people out there don't like me. I deal with that.
Now, do you need a bodyguard, do you think?
God protects me.
Oh.
I don't fear nothing or worry or hate or whatever.
You heard that? You heard that, right? I want y'all to hear that. God protects him. God protects us.
You know.
It's a fascinating way to make a living, and I hope you get another really good part that you're interested in doing. And thank you for being here. And I'm sorry about the mix-up last week. We're okay now, aren't we?
No, that's okay because you said we're gonna pay me for it, so it's all right.
Yeah, pay me, pay me.
Mr. T, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir, man. So yeah, that was a legendary. That was two legends right there, actually, man. The legendary Mr. T, and we had the legendary David Letterman, man. Beautiful interview right there. You know, and that's old school, man. I want, you know, here and there I throw out some old school stuff. You know, man, for you guys who, in case y'all missed it, and for y'all, those who have seen it, then you know, go back to down memory lane. So we gonna keep doing these, man. Mr. T still kicking, man. Mr. T ain't playing around, man. You know, when we need him up in here, man. And that's about it, man. Just throwing out these videos, man. Comment, like, subscribe. Show me some love, man. I show y'all some love, man. I show everybody, man. I try to show the world love, man. That's how universe works. But at the end of the day, man, I gotta do what I gotta do, man. And what I gotta do is say, Media Rebels, baby.